Ever get the sense that you feel crazy? Who's good potato? Spin the leak here, and it's time for an additions. I know I've been mostly doing additions. I haven't had time to actually sit down and watch a movie. I've been dealing with a move and various other things. I'll put it this way. I spent over 122 hours at work over the last 2 weeks. I am exhausted, but it is well worth it. But in my spare time, I have had time to watch the Rocky movies. Expect reviews of those eventually after I rewatch them and I don't get too overly pumped. I want to think of some jokes. I want to think of something clever to say, you know. Yeah, I'm trying to do less of this bullshit that I slipped back into. It was there at the beginning of my channel. It's only natural. I like how the lighting's starting to improve a little bit. But no, it was there at the beginning of my channel, and it's to be expected whenever you're starting off that you're not really going to know what to say, but it keeps coming back. I can't figure out what the hell to do about it. Anyway, additions. I think it's Death Road to Canada. Checking. Winston's in the corner doing something. I hope he's not pooping. If he's pooping, I'll kill him. Yep, Death Road to Canada. There it is on the little screen. And it's on sale right now. Definitely buy it if you get the chance. Now, this game has a lot of RNG. It's very fun. It's kind of an 8-bit title. It's text-based, but there's also some sort of dungeon crawler feel to it. I love it. I love the randomized loot. I love the randomized characters that you can get. I love the layout in general. But there's a lot going on in this game. And while it does have a tutorial, it doesn't allow you to go ahead and figure out exactly what you need to be doing. Now, with text-based games, typically you want to pick a character with good traits that kind of suits what's going on, what's expected. Let's say that you have a chance to shoot a deer roughly, I don't know, 5-6 yards out. Now, you could reference the character's shooting skill, but this is hidden. And if you're not really paying attention, you're just going to pick someone random. You're not going to pay attention to what's going on. You can have up to 4 characters. Any of them could be good at shooting. They could all be terrible at shooting. But that one is pretty simple. You look through them, through the menus, and you try to find the one with the best shooting skill in order to enable you to be able to kill that deer, get some food, and keep on going down the road. But there's also stuff that doesn't really stand out. Sometimes you don't really know what to select. You don't know what bonuses go into what. An example would be if you had the opportunity to fortify a shelter for the night. You'd think that that would be mechanical skill or strength or endurance. But instead, I think it's a fitness skill. It's closer to fitness is somewhat like endurance, but it's essentially a skill that says, hey, you exercise now and then. Instead of, hey, you need this amount of time put into this, you need the strength to be able to drive in the nails, blah, 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 blah. There's no real way for you to know that unless you guess, unless you play, unless you fail, which I'm cool with that. I love Dark Souls. I play Enter the Gungeon. I play a lot of different fucking games. I love roguelikes. But it's nice to have the help now and then without having to go to a website or look up a video. And there's not a lot of content about this game online, which is very surprising with how fun it is. Now, what I would actually suggest be added to this isn't big, just a small syllabus. Just telling you essentially what skills you're going to want to keep an eye out for, the ranking methods, all of that stuff. Because right now it has like a little emoji face that tells you kind of what the level's going to be, going from to. It's kind of odd how they do it. Nevertheless, it's a fun game. It's very solid. But I would like a screen that says, hey, you know, in this situation, you know what? Fuck it. That's not going to work. They need a hint screen. They need a tip screen. They need some way to let you know, hey, this character is probably the best one for this. Now, if you're experienced, you'll be able to go, oh, you know, let me just flip through the menus. But it'd be nice if there was some sort of, like, little shake on the screen or some sort of small highlight that you have to pay attention to say, well, I haven't discovered any of these traits yet, but the game is telling me that I might want to try one of these 2 characters. Just something to point you in the right direction would really help. And it might help people actually get better at the game. It might get the game a little bit more notoriety. I'm gonna forget that I said that thing about notoriety. The real reason I'm saying this is sometimes I have issues deciding really what to do in the game. It's a very fun game. I love it to death. But sometimes you look at 2 characters, you got pretty poor skills. It's hard to find out which one is segmentally better. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. not segmentally, incrementally. Which one is slightly above the other one in order to make it that much easier for me to potentially hit my mark. And on top of that, sometimes it's not really descriptive of what you need. If you're having to talk to someone in-game, you don't know if you need wits, you don't know if you need to be in a better mood, it's really just up to chance in that aspect. Just a point in the right direction, you might want to go to this skill. That's all I'm asking for. What would you add to this game? Have you played before? What are your thoughts? Post in the comments down below. I definitely want to hear your feedback on this. I forgot to talk about what Additions is in the first place. Fuck it, check another video. Like, comment, subscribe, keep on keeping on.